Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joy, and I'm here to help you on your awakening journey. And today's a little different because I'm just venting. So, this is not going to be for everyone. This is going to be about my borderline, my BPD, my experience, and I don't know, all these emotions are coming out today, and a lot of people just don't get it. Like, I am bombarded with emotions constantly. I am bombarded by emotions constantly, and I've been mastering them since I knew I needed to master them. It's been going on about, I would say, since my awakening in 2020. So I've been really working on myself since April of 2020. I had an awakening, and a lot of people call it a midlife crisis. I call it an awakening because I went through a period of time after my mom died. I mean, my dad had already passed, and my mom almost made it to his 2-year anniversary, but she passed about 2 weeks before his 2-year anniversary of his death. So she, after she passed, I went through major psychological changes. But most of all, I had to find a therapist, I tried to do it on my own, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a lot of pain, and we feel pain a little differently than other people, because most people feel pain and they stuff it like a bunch of idiots, okay? When you have feelings, don't stuff your feelings, because then you end up exploding. That's passive aggressive. That's being passive aggressive. If you are stuffing your emotions when you feel them, that's being passive aggressive. The only way is to pull yourself into some private time and deal with your emotions. And that's what I'm teaching my kids, especially my son, who's a Scorpio. He's a triple Scorpio, super watery, super emotional. He's more emotional than myself and my daughter. My daughter can be quite dry because she is a Virgo, Capricorn moon, Sagittarius rising. So she can be quite cold. And I can be quite dry and cold myself because of my Virgo. But I do have a Pisces ascendant, which does help me. I cry a lot. I cry a lot, and my Virgo can't stand it, but I do. I'm a Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Pisces ascendant, Pisces rising. Excuse me. And so, I don't even know where I'm going with this today, other than to just let you know that BPD people feel pain different. And a lot of people that have felt a lot of pain turn it into anger. So there's a lot of angry people around here that are actually hurt. They're like big teddy bears. And their exterior is rough, but they are really like that because they're hurt. They've built a rough exterior, and they are mean to keep people away from them because they're so sensitive, and so they've had to deal with a lot of pain. That's no excuse for being mean at all. But usually this is my daily routine dealing with my borderline. I wake up and I have a 50-50 chance to be happy or to be triggered. And a lot of times, if my circumstances are good, not a lot of things are going on, I don't really have that much of an issue waking up happy and joyous and empathic and compassionate and kind, because I work at it. But there are those times when I wake up and I am triggered. Now, I have gotten to the point where I don't lash out at people anymore because I've learned restraint enough to look, I'm having some feelings I'm experiencing at the moment, and have my children have an understanding that I'm experiencing, and it's not them. So they don't take it personally. They also give me time. They give me time and space. I've taught my kids how to hold space, which I couldn't tell you how important it is to hold space. Holding space for somebody, especially with someone with BPD, NPD, mental illness, depression, anxiety, panic attacks. When you're holding space for somebody, all that means is you're allowing them to feel and experience whatever it is that they're experiencing without judgment, without conclusions, and without expectations. It doesn't sound like a big order, because I'm quite kind, and I know how to listen to people without attaching to what they're saying or even their mood. A lot of times, unless it's being directed at me, because then I have to, am I going to respond, or am I going to, sit back and let this person hold space for them so they can deal with whatever it is they need to deal with. Now, holding space for somebody doesn't mean that you need to accept abuse from other people either. Holding space for other people is not allowing other people to attack you. Okay, so never in any way accept abuse from anyone. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, or like you're in fight or flight, it raises your blood pressure, then you may want to leave the situation. Nobody needs to accept abuse. But if you know how to hold space for somebody and literally remove yourself, you remove your ego from the situation and allow the person to feel without judgment, expectations, just let them feel whatever it is they need to feel. That's what a therapist does. That's what a counselor does. All right? And not only that, they know when to give you advice and when to hold space for you. That is so important. So if you have a therapist and they don't know how to hold space for you, you have to look into it. Every therapist isn't for everyone. You have to find the one that works for you. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I needed to talk about my BPD and what I was experiencing today. So what I'm experiencing is kind of messed up, And I don't really go into my personal life a lot right now because it's so messed up. It's so complicated. And I don't want to sound like I'm talking trash on people either, because we all, like I said, I don't judge and I hold space for people, but I don't allow people to abuse me. I hold space for them to have their, whatever it is they need to do, but that doesn't mean I have to put up with their toxic and abuse, or yelling or screaming at me, or calling me names, or belittling me, or gaslighting me. I don't have to tolerate any of that. Excuse me. And then one thing I want you to know is if I am triggered, it's because I'm dealing with some kind of toxicity. If I'm triggered, if someone triggers me, it's because they're gaslighting me, breadcrumbing me, holding back, they're omitting, which is lying. Energy doesn't lie. Energy does not lie. And a lot of us with BPD are extremely sensitive to other people's energy. And that's what it is. You're an energy worker and you don't even know it. People with BPD are extremely sensitive to energy. We're extremely sensitive to how people speak. We see the things that most other people don't, because we see in between the lines. We see the body, we see your behavior. We see how you are holding yourself. We hear the tone. We understand the breath. Like we get all of that. You know why? Because we are hypersensitive because of the abuse that we received, because we want to avoid it at all costs. I'm going to say that again. BPD people are hypersensitive to stimuli because we don't want to accept abuse anymore. So we're always constantly looking for it. We're always looking for abuse, and it's automatic. This isn't something that we've literally taught ourselves how to do that, to protect ourselves, because we're used to being in survival mode. So what I'm trying to get to here is trying to get yourself out of survival mode so that you can be in your creator mode. That's where I'm trying to get, is to get out of my survival mode. And it's really difficult when you're dealing with people that are abusive and breadcrumbing and gaslighting and not validating you. You know, when people are invalidating to your feelings, it's really triggering. When people ignore you, that's extremely triggering. You know, things that trigger me right now is because I have a lot going on. I'm separating from my husband, who's been trying to work it out with me. And my heart is elsewhere. And it's extremely difficult. Like, I don't even know. And maybe you guys are dealing with this stuff too. Like, it's awful what I'm dealing with. It's pain. It's pain. It's pain. And when I deal with pain, pain does weird stuff to people. Grief is pain. So I'm going to put pain as the umbrella. And there's a whole bunch of different feelings under that pain. It could be rejection. It could be that you've literally suffered loss and you're suffering with grief. You know, there's a lot of different types of pain. And so what I'm saying is, as an umbrella, when you're dealing with pain, give yourself space. Let yourself feel. If you don't, it comes out in other ways. And then you take it out on other people that you don't want to. You know, it's, what's that saying go? If you don't heal what cut you, you end up bleeding on other people that never cut you. And so you need to deal with what's going on in here so that you don't take it out on people out there. But the problem is, when people are toxic to you, what do? When you're dealing with toxicity, it triggers you. And what do? What do, you know? You give yourself space. And you remove yourself from the toxic stimuli, the toxic situation. And if you have a counselor or a therapist or a life coach or a guru that you can talk to, they will help you straighten this shit out. You know, that's what I've been doing so that I can also be the person to help others, because I'm not only just the student, I'm also the teacher. I'm the teacher and the student at any given time. Because that's how God made us. I'm always constantly learning, but I also want to give away everything that I've been given to benefit humanity, you know? Yes, I have BPD. Yes, I have panic. Yes, I have anxiety. Yes, I have autism. Yes, I have ADHD. Yes, I am all of these things. It's a melting pot of joy. That is me. And I love every single part of me. And I'm happy that I'm experiencing everything that I'm experiencing. It's not easy. And if you're listening to this and you have BPD as well, I feel you. I see you. I validate you. I validate your feelings. Even if you don't have mental illness, I still see you. I love you. And I validate you. I validate you. If someone's on the internet asking for validation, validate them. They don't need to be called out as attention seeking. Maybe they lack love. Maybe they are lacking love. And if it was brought to your attention, maybe you're the person that's supposed to love them instead of judge them. I know I've been working on this for a very long time because I used to be the judge. INFJ. I used to judge a lot, you know? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to judge people. We all have our own journey. We can't judge when our cards are dealt. Our cards are dealt at different times for different purposes. And God takes care of us. God takes care of every single one of us. So, okay, I guess my current situation I need to share. So, you know, I've been going with separation and trying to let him, you know, see if I have feelings for him. I don't. And I feel really bad. But I definitely don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt anybody. And the flip side is the person that has my heart had a stroke. And their people are keeping me away from them. And I feel like it's on purpose. I feel like it's on purpose, you know, and energy doesn't lie. Why am I picking that up? Because somebody doesn't have pure intentions. You know, I'm extremely sensitive, and I already know. I already know. People don't want me around because of the age gap. I hate to tell you, it's not your business. You know, if he chooses me, he chooses me, and I chose him. If he gets out of this stroke and comes back to me, that's all I wanted to see. I want to see who sticks around, you know? Who sticks around when I'm my authentic self? You know, who sticks around that's not trying to change me or fix me? I want people around me that aren't trying to give me their input. I want to follow my own intuition. My situation is complicated, but I feel like I'm not the only one going through complicated circumstances. And I'm honestly doing the best that I can. And so I trust the universe completely. I trust God fully and completely with everything that's going on in my life. I know that God is going to present whatever needs to be presented at any given time. But I have to flow through the energies in order to get to that place. I have to feel what I'm feeling. And then afterwards is clarity. You know, you feel your feelings. Someone triggered you and hurt you. Feel that shit. Own it. And then let it go. And then afterwards, you get clarity. You really do get your answers that you're looking for. At least I do. I do. I don't even know why I'm sharing this. I don't even know if I'm going to put it up on my page. I have no idea if I'm going to put it up on YouTube. I have no idea. But I know I needed to get this off my chest because there's so much going on. And you need to know that it's okay to feel. Not everybody needs to know your business, and it's okay to feel to heal. And I hope you guys have a good day. If this made sense, I have no idea. But I'll talk to you soon, and I love you.